Hello and welcome to Hockey Tonight. I'm Amanda Dunlop, your host, and today we have a very special guest with us. We would like to welcome the first woman to get drafted in the National Hockey League, Molly Malkin, who plays for the Pittsburgh Penguins. Hello, Molly. Welcome to the show. Congratulations. How does it feel to be the first woman hockey player in the NHL?
It's a feeling of a lot of pride because I'm the first girl. It's a big step in not only the league, but I think as in the sport as a whole.
And surely to be drafted, you have to have been playing for a very long time. What age did you begin playing hockey?
I started playing hockey when I was 6 years old on a rink behind my house. I begged my brother to take me out because he had been playing hockey since he was 4. And I've always wanted to play, and we didn't tell my mother because she would get mad. So we kind of kept it a secret for a while.
When you were growing up, did you have a special team that you liked to follow?
In Magnitogorsk, we have a team called Metallurg, and my father played for the team. He was a forward, so it was a lot of fun to watch my father play hockey for the team.
So hockey has a long-standing tradition in your family. Did you ever try any other sport, or were you just into hockey from the get-go?
I ballroom danced when I was 5 until around age 8. That didn't end well. I didn't do well with the whole dancing thing. I wanted to play hockey, and so eventually my mother gave up on trying to make me dance.
So you've continued throughout elementary school and grade school as well. As you were growing up, did you play with any other co-ed teams, or were you with all boys or all girls?
I played with all boys in high school, and I didn't really play a lot in college. I started my own team, got a whole bunch of girls together, and started to play. But it was a lot of really fighting with schools to try to get either me on the team or to start my own team. It was a lot of headache.
Well, with all those headaches, what made you decide to continue on to a post-college career?
Well, it kind of just ended up that my brother called me and told me that the NHL wanted to start drafting women into the league, and kind of, you're kidding, right? You're not telling the real truth, but yes, it was true. And so I called the commissioner, and I knew I wanted to play for the Penguins, and so I called Ray Shero and Mario Lemieux, and here I am.
Do you have any problem getting in? Like, did the guys give you a hard time?
A few guys on the Penguins gave me a hard time, but my brother shut them up. It was one of those, she's my sister, don't mess with her type deals. So, yeah.
And you said you're on your team with your brother. What's that like?
Oh my goodness, my brother and I are joking around constantly, except for during the game. It's game time it's work time, and so we focus on the game. But before the game and after the game, if one of us misses a shot or we miss a check and crash ourselves into the boards, it's kind of we give each other a hard time probably for the rest of the night or the next day.
Well, after a quick commercial break, we will return with more interview with Molly Malkin, the first woman NHL player.
Things you can't control.
The weather.
The front page.
The stock market, obviously.
We're hearing the one thing no one wants to hear.
Cancer.
Okay, things you can control.
What you know before treatment.
There's a high risk of infection during chemotherapy.
So don't let anything interrupt your fight against cancer.
Talk to your doctors.
And go to manageyourtreatment.com.
There are some things you can't control.
But this you honestly can.
Welcome back to Hockey Tonight. We're here with Molly Malkin, who is sharing with us her experiences on what it's like to be the first woman to play professional hockey in NHL history. Molly, what's your typical everyday like?
On game days, I wake up around 6 o'clock in the morning if it's a home game, and my brother and I crawl into his car, still half asleep, and go to the arena for a 10 a.m. skate. After the skate, we go home, and we either watch a movie or read or take a nap. And then we're back to the arena around 6:30, and it's a little bit of a skate, and then we tape up the sticks, and then it's game time, and then we go home.
Do you have any specific ways of dealing with all the pressures and stresses that you have day to day?
I'd probably say that I play piano the most. That was what I started doing after I chucked ballroom dancing. So I just kind of sit and play the piano if I'm having a really stressful day or I had a really bad game.
Outside of your family, did you ever have any specific role models as you were growing up?
I wouldn't really say so. I mean, I knew other players who were my brother's age or on my father's team, but I look up to my father and my brother the most because they're the ones that taught me how to play. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be on the Penguins.
When you first joined the NHL, did you have any specific teams that you were looking forward to playing?
Probably just with the Penguins, though I knew I wanted to stay somewhere where it was cold. Because in Russia, in Magnitogorsk, it's cold, and so I wanted to stay somewhere that was cold.
Well, that's all the time we have for today here on Hockey Tonight. And we'd like to thank Molly Malkin for joining us today and sharing with us her amazing story. We'll see you next time on Hockey Tonight. I'm Amanda Dunlop. Thanks for tuning in. Oh.